Hi everybody, it's your girl. Wait a minute, I don't want to be too loud. I think I am. Hey everybody, it's your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. It's this Resurrection Sunday. He is risen. He is risen. He is risen, and he lives forevermore. He is risen. He is risen. Come on and celebrate the resurrection of the Lord. Celebrate Jesus. Celebrate. Celebrate Jesus. Celebrate. He is risen. He is risen. And he lives forevermore. He is risen. He is risen. Come on and celebrate the resurrection of the Lord. Yeah, he's risen. We are speaking on put a ring on Nate on this resurrection Sunday, you guys. I'm waiting for my friend Goody. I'm waiting for my friend Erica. We're gonna have a quick one because we are gonna be celebrating when you're done with this. Listen, it's your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. Let's celebrate. Let us celebrate today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow because he is really risen. Subscribe when we are doing that. It's your girl, Mother from Mama. Oh my my nephew. My nephew is already here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Where are my friends? Come on, come on. I'm waiting for Goody. I'm waiting for Erica because we gonna be speaking briefly on put a ring on Nate. Okay. Um. My nephew will not let me be great. Like, jeez, can I be great? All right, put a ring on it. I feel like production has a way of putting Ricky in some situations. Even when they're showing us the house, it's like they have an agenda. You know, we're gonna speak on that. We're gonna speak on Catherine saying, and it's true. I feel like Ricky is a guy who wants to please everybody, right? He wanna please the Dr. Stacy. He wanna please everybody. That's why he said, you know what? Goody is here. Goody is here.
Hello.
What's going on? Happy
Nothing. I guess I could.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Hold on, let me
It's
turn the light
Resurrection
on.
Sunday.
He has risen, and so have I.
He is risen. He is risen.
Wait, the boobs for God? Like you just shaking the boobs for God?
And he lives.
I cannot. What's up, Mama?
What's going on?
Hey.
So you watched the
Yes.
last episode. I feel like production is trying to create this kind of a narrative when it comes to Ricky and his house, and I feel like,
Ricky and Catherine.
yeah, like, okay, so then they're
Um.
gonna show us Ricky's brother and sister playing cards in one episode. Then the next episode they're gonna show us some pink couch that did not bless my soul. Then the next thing they're showing us is a house. I don't know what the outside of the house does not does it doesn't look good at all.
I don't think they're trying to show us a narrative of Ricky and his house. I just think that Ricky and his house is it's not I mean it's regular.
So then why is the girl expecting so much? Like put a ring on. Why is Catherine
I
expecting so
don't
much?
think I think Catherine should reconsider. I think Catherine should reconsider her relationship with this dude. She does it. So Chance and Dunbar
Mhm.
are engaged, right?
Yes.
It didn't take a whole. I think that they deserve each other. They should be
Yes.
married.
Mhm.
You could see that in episode 1. The same way you could see in episode 1 they deserve to be together and they deserve to be married. You can see that these two they don't need it.
Mhm.
Um spiritually speaking.
Mhm.
Hey Matthew, spiritually speaking, when um you leave a relationship.
Mhm.
No. I'm going to tell you a story. I was dating a man and I'm from this two-parent household, close-knit family. This man was from the opposite. Both of his parents were children of addiction. And now I don't know about you. Well, I do know about you, but I'll speak about me. If something happened to me, my mother would have went through hellfire to take care of my child.
Mhm.
That didn't happen with my ex. What happened instead was his father, his father's mother had to take care of him, right? So that's abandonment from your mother for drugs, and that's abandonment from your mother's family. Your father is also in drugs. His mother has to step up, right?
Mm.
The relationship, there was love, but we came from two different worlds. I came from this world with a big family, and
Mhm.
he came from this opposite world. So I get that relationship almost took me out because I was trying, I just couldn't understand. The relationship ends. I do my healing. I do years of being by myself. The first time I step out to start dating, meet a man and we on a date, and he asks me, "Well, why are you single?" And I say to him, "Well, my ex and I came from two different backgrounds." Told him not the whole story like I just told you, but I'm from a two-parent household and he came from a family of addiction, and his mother abandoned him and his mother's family abandoned him and his father abandoned him, but his father's mother took. Don't you know that the man looked at me and said, "Funny you should mention that because the same thing happened to me." The very next person I went to date was like the last person I dated. God gives you an opportunity to determine if you learned your lesson the last time or if you're going to jump right back into the thing. Catherine's last relationship ended because she was dating a man who had children and she was dating a man who had co-parent drama.
Correct.
And the co-parent drama was rooted in the mother still wanting to be with the father.
Mhm.
When Catherine met this man and she heard his story, she should have heard the story and been like, "I'm good."
Mhm.
Now, I think she met him 12 years ago
Mhm.
before he had children.
Right.
But when you reconnect with him and you know that you just left a situation that had all of this co parent drama, I don't care how you know this man and how long you know this man. Once you hear that him and his co parent are still, mind you, they don't seem to me to be two people who are
Right.
in love,
Intimate. Right.
but it's not about them, it's about you.
Mhm.
Are you capable of dealing with the insecurities that came with what you dealt with before? The answer for Catherine is no. And She's tormenting herself instead of recognizing the things that trigger her. She's pushing against she's pushing against a decent co-parenting relationship.
Right.
Oh, I do admit that spending the night at the house, that's extra. But they both recognized it was extra and they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
But she can't even see that. It's a problem for her, not because of them. Granted, I think that there is a space where they might still be doing things that they don't necessarily need to do, but that's how they choose to co-parent. She should see her way out. You don't move in, and then on top of that, you moving into his family home. You can't live with no man and his family. You can't.
And then you're demanding a ring?
You cannot live with a man and his family.
You
Everything you
cannot.
do is gonna be wrong.
Yes. I did not know that until they started showing the sister lives here, the mom lives here. It's not even the man's house. It's
Everything you do is going to be wrong. Hey, BB. You know what I do appreciate about this process. We have seen where this process works when we saw Catherine go on a date with her ex. Ooh, look at you, pretty girl.
Hey, happy Easter, everybody.
Happy
Easter.
Easter.
But when we
Good
see
Easter thought. Mhm.
when we see him kind of say to her, like, what are you doing? He essentially was like, yo, why are you even putting yourself back in that? I traumatized you. Like, what you went through with me was traumatizing. To the point where now she's looking like, yo, maybe I haven't healed from this. We saw that that's where the process started working. That's how the process is supposed to work.
But Goody, what got me is when she started saying, yo, okay, Ricky wants to go on a date, the second date with the same girl. Okay, so let the game begin. I'm like, what game are we playing?
She is out of touch. You don't go to a show where you have to date. I know Erica loved the mess. Erica's like, show us everything. But
I mean, I do want to see everything, but I agree with Mod. I was like, okay, if you're going here to see if you can get this, you know, if you're getting to marriage or whatever, and you know what you was getting into when you signed up for the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could go to therapy on your own. So you knew you were going to be seeing other people. So to go in and be like, let's the games begin, you need to have
her insecurity is triggered by him going on the second date with the girl. And not for nothing, what I don't like about this show, the people they go on the second date with, they there for the check and they there for the look. Because there's no way, the things he's telling this woman with the red hair, that she's acting like it's cool. Like, there's not, Ricky shouldn't even be dating. He shouldn't be in nobody relationship. He should be dating.
Right, exactly. I agree with that. But I was going to say is with her, to me, I also feel like don't put yourself on the show if you're that petty. You get me, now I'm going to get you. Like, you all need to go on your own therapy show because that's going to take things to the next level. If you all both have that attitude, then you need to do some of your own.
Oh, yeah, they don't belong there at all. And another thing that's funny to me, I think if she were really there for the premise of the show, she would have went out with that first guy again. Because that first guy seemed to be a quality individual.
And I agree with that. And I feel like he made the comment like, ooh, that guy Mark was like, ooh, she's really smiling. And she genuinely seemed to be enjoying that date. So when she said, no, I'm not going to, because I was like, that first guy to me showed her this is what Ricky could be if he got his baby mama situation right. And so I think, you know, so she wasn't triggered by that guy. So I agree with you. Like, why wouldn't you go on another date with that guy?
Because she didn't anticipate he was going to go on the second date. And I'm glad the doctor made him do it. Because it's like they was going to come and play in our face.
But then
I think Ricky got issues, by the way. There's issues with Ricky. Mm-hmm. But they was gonna be playing in our face, going on one date, not going,
but then
going on another date.
What you say about when Catherine is saying, you know what? Okay, so this is another. Ricky is a people's pleaser. there we come. He had said he's not gonna go on a date with anybody else, and then there's another female over here, Dr. Stacy, telling him, you should do that, and then he goes ahead and say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead
It's,
and have
you
another
know,
date.
when you see people and they be like, "Oh, you a follower," and they saying that because you're not following them, like they okay with you being a follower if you following them. So if he was trying to be a people pleaser to please her and not go on the date, him being a people pleaser wasn't a problem.
Yeah, I was also gonna say he's a people pleaser, slash p-whipped or whatever, because I feel like the first wife ran over him. First he didn't want Sheila to feed him, but then she can feed him. Like any woman that says jump, Ricky is like, okay, how high you want me to jump? And that's what Dr. Stacy would, whatever, because it's like whatever your original thought was, if you really weren't gonna go on the second date, then don't go.
He's indecisive.
That's something else. Now, oh well, yeah, okay, I do want to go. It's like, okay, he needs to know his own mind, and I think
he's indecisive in a way. I think honestly,
I hate those kind of guys. I hate those kind of guys.
Let me tell you, those kind of guys do not make good husbands, and they don't make good fathers either. Let me tell you something. One, I think that maybe he might have been a great decision maker before, but that one key decision he made to get married failed, and now he's going to second guess every decision he has to make afterwards because he's not over the fact that his marriage failed.
Yeah, and and we're not going to harp on this like we did last week, Mod, but I still feel the whole thing with you living with 85 of your family members.
It's bad.
I feel like he is going along with what anyone says anywhere. Like his mama's going to be putting in her 2 cents. I'm sure his sisters and his brothers. And I just think he's just one of those guys who says yes to everyone and everything and then comes up short with everybody, and this hopefully not his own children, but definitely the people around him, because you can't say yes to everyone. There's only 24 hours in a day.
What I want to tell you though, I said they make poor husbands and poor fathers. Let's say something happens to you and you're the one who has the very stern voice. Now anybody who come and say X, Y, and Z, your children got to be swaying in the wind because he can't be firm like, yo, I said what I said when it came to my kids. Nah, you right, Ellen, not man enough for me. What were you thinking? You know how it was back then.
Exactly. No. And I agree with you, Goody, in that Sheila or whatever, like very cute girl, but I feel like she's not, at least I think Corey and some of the other dates have kept it 100 with the people. Like, oh yeah, that's cray. But Sheila's just like, oh yeah, if you're not really messing around with her, it would be okay for you to spend the night. Girl,
no.
It's not okay. And you would not accept it if you were actually dating him. So stop it right now.
Okay.
Wait, that's what happened, Phoebe? Well, I could see that happening. I don't know if did they reveal that on the show?
I don't know. I haven't seen that yet.
Let me tell you, while I appreciate the show, Erica, I'm gonna say this. We're gonna see if Dr. Stacy is worth her salt. You understand? Because these people got real issues. Some of the other people on the other shows, like some of these other seasons, I don't know if they didn't have the real issues or if the doctor was such that the doctor was catching it and nipping it and da-da-da-da-da. Dr. Nicole, that was her name, right?
Yeah. I like to call her Dr. Ponytail, as a few other bloggers do. But yes, Dr. Nicole is her name.
So Dr. Ponytail, I don't know. But these people got issues, and we're going to see if this is a life coach situation or somebody who went and got all of their degrees.
Okay, I'm not going to quite say here for it, but I will be interesting to see if you can make it work, even though you have an honorary degree. And there's nothing wrong with honoraries. There's nothing wrong with honoraries, because you know what I'm saying? If your mom, like she said, if your mom been divorced 5 times, maybe that's enough. So we will see how she handles them.
We're gonna have to see. You understand what I'm saying? Because these are people, they presenting, they showing up They are showing
Exactly. And I
up.
like the fact that she replaced one crazy couple with another crazy couple.
With a crazy
Good job. Good job
No,
with the
but-
crazies.
Yo, does dude have an alcohol problem?
Okay, how like I will say this.
Not
This
the
is
t-shirt.
how you tell your man he's an alcoholic without telling him he's an alcoholic. Yeah, when you go outside, don't drink, baby. Okay. I'm like, girl, doesn't he own a nightclub? Like, how's he not? You think he's not drinking at work? So
Look,
okay,
for you
what are
to
you
tell
saying?
me-
You can't
first-
trust him when he drinks.
Look, I know about hot girl culture. I could have been fully entrenched in hot girl culture. I'm not going on no first date out of the country. I'm not. It's just not my thing.
Okay, now here's my question on that. And I get you. You know what I'm saying? In my day, we didn't have Instagram. We only had Freaknik. So I know it was a different time. However, if you get flued out to Cancun, my question about the first date is when you said he was going to be sleeping in a hammock, where was he going to sleep before the hammock? You know what I'm saying? This is your first date. So you're not going to sleep in the room with me. I got to have my own room, boo. So I was just like, were you all going to, like you were sharing a room with him on the first date, girl? So now what are you telling us?
Boom, nani. She was giving it up. She was there to do one thing, and he was like, he was wavy from 32 shots. First of all, should nobody be able to do 32 shots without falling down?
That's what I said.
And
He said,
secondly,
"I
whether
love
you do
my
32 shots or 22 shots, this is really our first date. So if I slip another girl my number, what's the big deal? I'm sorry, but I'm not with you. I just met you. So, but I appreciate that you flew yourself to Mexico to meet me. But
to sleep
if I
in my
slip
room.
someone else my number, why? Or not even that. It wasn't even a number. He said she asked for my Instagram. Sweetie, he's not with you.
No.
He just
But
met
this
you.
is
He don't
the
even
thing.
know you.
You want to know what the issue is? The issue, because he asked for her Instagram. I'm a chick he met on Instagram. Is he trying to go and be up in the next chick DMs? Or for
Yes.
the he was on
Yes.
the Henny?
And the answer would be 1000% yes. If he met you in the DMs and you flew yourself to Cancun, then you best believe if it's somebody hot in Cancun, he is also going to be in her DMs. That is the nature of thotty Instagram life. I don't know why she doesn't know this.
Question. So when you tell me shot, when I hear shots, I think tequila. I know there's other things you could do shots of. Well,
I do.
is there
vodka,
32
go ahead.
shots of tequila in one bottle? How many shots in a hey
Okay,
y'all.
maybe they were watering down his liquor in Cancun. I don't know. But this whole thing about him having an alternate persona that comes out
Loki?
when he drinks. And then again, I mean, honestly, when they showed clips of the car wash, that looked like a nasty video, YouTube, a nasty music video
From back in the day.
Right, exactly. I was like, remember Luke or whatever? I was like, what is this video? This is like early 90s. What are you doing right now?
You are a grown ass man and you got the audacity to go on TV and embarrass me. You my grown ass man. And you gonna embarrass me and tell the people that your alter ego is named Sasha Fierce, Loki. But you gonna really go and have a whole alter ego and tell the public?
And I will say,
man, dog.
I will say they have. I forgot the name of that very famous strip club in Atlanta, but I will give this public announcement to everyone. If you're a stripper who has to strip at a car wash, boo, you can do better. I'm telling you right now, there's clubs, there's other things you can do, there's private parties, but please, ladies, do not strip at car washes. I'm just saying,
but you
sell
never
tacos
know.
or something, but you do not have to be on a stripper pole where people are actually washing their cars at the same time. I don't see the usefulness of that and the distraction.
You see? Thank you, Mimi. Only 16 shots. My man was down there drinking bottles and bottles. And hollering at Instagram models. I told y'all I was an MC. Bottles and bottles. Instagram. What?
Girl. Okay. And then what did you guys think about him giving a shot to the guy on her date?
I was thinking we're not going to be able to do anything without you pulling out the liquor bottle.
Thank you. And why are you giving someone who's going to be driving me a shot? Like, don't they have drinking and driving laws in Atlanta? I don't understand. Why are you doing this?
What's happening here? I was live tweeting through the episode, and people are like, How old is she? She look old. She look old." I was like, I didn't think she looked that old.
Yeah, she looked
I didn't think
old.
she looked that old, but I did think, how should I put it? They match each other in age because he act like he's a throwback from the 90s, and she seems like
She was that girl in
I
the
wouldn't
90s.
say she's old enough to be 90s, but she did seem like
Oh no, that girl
late
that girl
30s,
old.
early 40s.
Yeah,
for
she
sure.
is
Stop
late
extending
30s.
grace. Don't extend grace without the age. That girl looks very. She looks old. She looks old.
I mean, she okay, I'm not going to call old, but she definitely looks late 30s, early 40s. She looks older than the couples we've seen before.
Yeah,
I'll put it that
that's
way.
what the
They
people were
seem like an
saying.
older couple.
Yeah, the
honestly.
people was shredded, like, but you know, they probably would have showed her a little bit more grace if her real man. What's the man name? Because I only know his alter ego, Loki. What's his real name?
Oh, she looks closer to 50. Oh my gosh.
Well, look, I am close to
Princess.
50. Me and 50, you know, I need to start planning my 50th birthday party if it's gonna be a throwout.
I'm not going to say anything because I feel like everybody could just drink more water. I'm going to leave it there. And we all can still look good. Black don't crack. Just be yourself and drink lots of water, and you'll
There
be okay.
you go. That's what I'm saying.
Not the police
Now that
department
they put the
Facebook.
DUI mugshot on the police.
Yeah, you're not gonna be driving me and we end up in the police department because you know Erica was like, why is he giving the man shots and he got to drive? Yo, this is the actual opposite. This is the complete opposite of Chance and Dunbar. This dude was
Exactly.
like, take my girl, crash the car, have some drinks, pray. Nah, you better drink this drink.
Exactly, Mimi, and eat right. I agree. Exactly. I was like, okay, but I felt him on let me get his plates because I was like, yeah, we all should get these people's plates before we go out. So I was like, okay, and I wanted to see
he's like,
yo,
too. I'm gonna have to call the hospital later after, and we don't even know what he gave him a shot of because some things you could take a shot and you good, and other thing, everybody's not drinking 32 shots. How he know that man was even a drinker? He don't know nothing about that man.
Yeah, and the way, I mean, with that kind of body, that guy probably doesn't drink a lot, actually. Like, he don't look like somebody who's putting down a lot of alcohol with those cuts in his body. So.
And let's talk about how Johnny Bravo came to the thing. You know how Johnny Bravo...
Huh? Go back, say that again. I think she's a nice woman, but she gives an older energy, even in her references. I was just surprised to hear a woman her age doing it on IG. Yeah, now that I do agree with, because she does. I think that, to me, and I guess because of whatever, I can relate, but they both give me like 90s vibe. Like,
they both look like they got something to worry about with the Freaknik.
And people in these old videos from like back in the day, like not like old school hip hop, like somebody's bumping LL Cool J somewhere. That's the vibe that they both give. Okay. And so when they showed up with this young cut guy, I was like, okay, she's not gonna like him because he does seem substantially younger than her.
Whether let's talk. What about his conversation on the date? I was like, every time he opened his mouth, it was getting worse and worse and worse. Oh, so you do you a stripper chef?
And so I agree with her. I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, those curly Q hairs in my food. So I am totally with her. I don't want pubes in my food. Like, that's a thing, and I'm not doing it. So I agree with her on that.
But then he was like, oh, she's like, so how would you date? He's like, you could come on the date. No, I don't want to go and watch you cook with your shirt off.
Yeah, that was weird.
Why would I want to go to your job with you?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. Haitian Empress. Yes. Although I did not go to Freaknik myself, I'm of an age where I could have, and I feel like absolutely they were at Freaknik. How they gonna go at Freaknik and now still be meeting people in Cancun? They know they outgrown that stuff. Those years are behind us.
Like, let's just be clear. I could have been down to the Freaknik as well, and I was too rigid and righteous. I was like, a meat market. Whom? Me? Not at all.
Yeah, no. And I think her date reminded me of
Johnny
Joyous
Bravo.
date. Joyous date. I don't like these dates that come in like, I mean, they're nice looking and they're just so arrogant with it. Like, at least pretend you're not trying to get exposure for your acting gigs or your
Right.
business or whatever,
And
and
it's
try
for
to
that
actually engage
reason.
the person. And both of them seem like her date and Joyous date a few episodes ago, both just like, okay, no one's going to go on a second date with you because your looks do not outweigh this like horrible fake personality.
No, it's for that reason that I don't like when they interview them outside the house. No, just let the people go on the date and have date conversation. What are you interviewing these people for? So that they could have clips for their reel? Because like I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree, because to me it's like I don't know what you could say if you know you're going into a situation to maybe best case scenario be somebody's side piece. So yeah, don't say anything. We don't really need to know why you're in the process, because you know that these people are already in an exclusive on the way to marriage relationship. So why you would want to date them and or try to sleep with them, we don't really need to know your mentality. Just go on the date, people.
Right. Like, why are you doing an interview tour? Well, when she gets a load of me, I'm gonna be the one. Shit. Nah, she's not going anywhere with you. I don't care how many dates you go on. Right. She's not going anywhere with you, sir. She's gonna have to figure out what she wants to do in her relationship when she realizes Loki is a weirdo.
Yeah. And we're gonna come back to that date, when she's discussing about, when one of his friends threatened to slap her, and yet the boyfriend has allowed.
That was probably our freaknik.
We're gonna come back to that, but Ellen has a point here, and I want Erica go ahead and respond to that. Josh's date was too much touching. Josh's, whatever his name is, because he acts.
Yes, I agree.
Like, yeah.
Wait, say it again, Maud. I didn't hear you.
No, I say when he's with his girlfriend, he acts like, it wasn't much. It wasn't. But then on the date, he seems like he's enjoying it. Now respond to the comment.
I think that was another instance where I was like, why are they interviewing her? She was like, I don't care. Go on the date, have conversation, be interesting. But your arms. Oh, sex on the beach is the scent. What are you doing? There was a point where it was making him uncomfortable because he was like, she's coming on a bit strong. What are you doing?
Well, okay, so I'm 50-50 on it because the Muskies date came to challenge Ricky on the app. Okay. Okay, Haitian Empress. I hate to say it, but girl, you ain't never lied. Okay, so, but on this particular Joshua issue, outside of Ashy Lips, let's get back. Okay, so, two things. I think at first he said in the confessional, he didn't like it. I don't know if they were serving drinks at the candle place. Oh, yeah, they had wine, right? So then eventually he was liking it. That's the first thing. He said he was uncomfortable, but he didn't seem uncomfortable, and he went with the flow. That was one thing. And then two, okay, the thing, and kind of what we were discussing earlier, to me, especially as a woman, halfway going on the dates, if you don't, to me, kind of act like the nice, cute, good girlfriend, you look like the thought. And that's how this girl looked. Like, she looked like a hoe. Like, okay, like, I ain't afraid of the fire. Boo, sit your butt down, okay? Because you will get burned. Sit your booty down, girl, because you looking like a straight hoe out here on national TV. And although she was nice looking. I liked that she was curvier. And I like that she was curvier, and Joshua said she had a nice body. So as a thicker chick, I liked that part. But yeah, she was too touchy. She was too much. I ain't afraid with the fire and touching them all in the face. Nah, sweetie,
behave.
Slow your roll. At least wait until he's doing some of that flirting back with you before you come up, because now you're just coming across thirsty because you know he got a woman at home. So
I thought his first date was better.
That's exactly what
I did too.
She reminded me so much about Kai.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is so.
But the difference is that what's his face? What was his name again?
Donald
14 years a lie.
Darian,
Oh.
Darian.
Whatever his
Darian,
name was,
Darian?
14 years a lie. Him,
Yes.
he's a he's a dog. Like, you wasn't gonna get Joshua caught up, but if Joshua had the same energy of like, I don't care what the cameras do, yeah,
Right.
what's good.
Right.
Lord knows where that she would have definitely been in a Kai space. Something Dr. Nicole told Darius Black, that his rap name is Black. Something Dr. Nicole told Black has stuck with me since she said it. She said, real men do not destroy what they built.
Yeah.
You destroyed what you built like a child putting Legos together. Now, even though we would later learn that there was something fishy about his union, he even destroyed the lie. He put together the lie and he couldn't even hold the lie together.
Yeah.
Right? So he's a child. He was childish. Josh is not childish. He's really in this process trying to figure it out. He's really a man who's done a lot of spiritual, mental work to be where he is. Like, I think his girl, what's his girl's name?
Joya.
I think Joya, she would be better served to relax and enjoy this man and enjoy this process of dating him, because he is an intentional man.
Which I think you need to be if both of you have children by other people and you coming in. Like, to me, the biggest thing with them is he probably would have been married her if she wasn't sweating him about a kid. And it's like, dude, we both got kids. We only been together 2 years. I get that you're older and you wanted to have more children or whatever.
There are
but
things
you
that
do
can
have
be done.
a bonus stepdaughter or whatever. Like,
you
slow
could
your roll a
also,
little
the
bit.
same eggs you want to use to create a child now, you can harvest them and come back to it.
Right. Right. Or you can adopt or whatever. Like,
Right.
I think you
All
need
of
to
these
kind of
things are
let things
possible.
flow. Right.
All of these things are possible, but the right now, and then I think she spoke to it, because after meeting with the doctor, she spoke to this. She's trying to control the situation.
Yes.
I want a child now. We
Not
need
now.
the ring now. She's gonna mess around and lose a man. There are not a lot of men who are out here working on themselves spiritually, mentally,
Right.
and emotionally.
I agree.
So,
That's
you
so
know,
true. Let's go back to your girl saying one of your friends threatened me in front of everybody. They're gonna slap me, and yet was welcomed back. Never apologized to me, but he's still in the same circle. I'll be damned if my husband thinks somebody that I do not give a damn whether it is your twin. You're gonna have to choose. It is either me or your twin, because it's not gonna be the two of us.
Yo,
He has never apologized for it ever. But your guy has welcomed him back just because he apologized to him. Never did
you
anything
want to
to
know
him.
what I'm going to tell you? I think this speaks to the character and the measure of that man, his circle, and how they met her. Because if you meet a girl and you think she's a thought, you want to tell her whatever you feel like telling her, however you feel like telling her. And we don't know at what stage of their relationship dude said it. But if he thought she was just this the bride that came down to Cancun. Oh, this the chick that made you sleep in the hammock? F her. I'll slap the hell out of her. Like,
and what I was going to say kind of is similar. My thing with that is, however they originally met her, I don't think, even how they're talking about the relationship, I don't think in terms of his how he's presented her to his friends, their relationship hasn't graduated to him and his boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's still kind of like they don't know if she's gonna be around or not. Why do I have to respect her? Because I know certainly for me and like with my friends or even with my male friends, like I would never disrespect anybody and threaten them, but like I don't give side pieces. Like I don't have to remember that chick's name if she's not your main girl.
Well, what are we doing
Why?
here?
Why
And
do
why
I need
you
to
bring
know
her?
her? Like I'm not gonna be rude. Like I'm not gonna be rude like his friends were, but she's not important. But if I do something and you're offended, then I will apologize to you. But like, why do I need to follow? Why do I need to apologize to a random? And so I do feel like for him, he hasn't presented her in a way that's like, okay, she's my main whatever. She's the number one. This is who I intend to go further with. Or, you know, especially like if they're living together and stuff. I'm like, how is that not how, even if they've been friends for 30 years, then they should know like this is the real deal. You gotta, you know, treat
This
her
is
with a certain amount of
when
respect.
and if that's not the case, then his friends don't respect him.
Yeah.
Because if your friends respect you, they respect who you with.
Exactly, BB. That's the thing. And it's like, okay, because I wonder, because the story that she told us was, you know, from their first date, him, whatever, slipping that person, trying to get in their DMs or whatever, which to me, I was like, girl, he didn't even know you. So what's the big deal? But I'm willing to bet as we proceed, there is more that he's done under the low-key drunk name that has her always being like, okay, you don't need to be drinking because that's what you're going to come back to. Like I did blah, 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 because I was drunk. That's his, you know, blame it on the alcohol type, another throwback old ass song.
Yeah, but
He is that brother.
But then, Erica, the question I have for you then, Erica, is hi, Alex. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Alex.
Sexy
Hey.
man. So the question I have for you is that, you know, she's been around though. So that it doesn't matter.
They've been together for 3 years.
Yeah, but can you respect her now that she's been around though? It doesn't matter how she got into this. She's already in this situation. You live together. And there's some respect that she deserves.
Listen, he don't respect her or his boys don't respect him. It's just that simple. Because she's telling him this is an issue. Either he has not related back to his boys, because if your mans respect you and your mans find out that you going at home and you getting grief over this one thing, your man's going to be like, well, let me speak to her. Yo, I was drunk. He had 32 shots. I had 42 shots. It got crazy. I didn't even know that I said I would slap you. But this is a thing that I also want to revisit. We don't know what she did to garner that kind of reaction because, and listen, I am a girl's girl today. I love women. I love sisters. I love sisterhood. But there's a lot of times when we be on bullshit.
And also, Mod, when you say she's around, what does that really mean? Is she at the gas station where they twerking in the video, standing to the side with her man, helping him rinse the cars off or doing the cashier? Is she around when he's at the nightclub in half the night, or is she back at home chilling while he's out with his boys drinking at the club and doing whatever? So she might be in his life and maybe they just come over for Super Bowl or something, but is he presenting her in these other areas of his life as this is my main number one? So,
you know what? I was going to get there because you know what? I have a lot of male friends and you'd be surprised at how many of my male friends have my single male friends have girlfriends. What do I mean? Women who believe that they in this deep relationship with my boys, and when my boys is out, they're like, I ain't got no girl. She just staying with me because she needs some place to stay.
Okay, I have married male friends whose wives don't come to the club, whose wives don't come to their comedy shows, whose wives don't do whatever, and the side chick is showing up at the club. He doing jokes talking about he married, and the side chick drove him to the club looking at you crazy if you try to talk to her man. So some people have these whole different lives, and the wives stay at home, or the main girls stay at home, and they're in the club, or they're promoting the party, or they're doing whatever because this is their quote unquote public persona. And I'm not saying that they're necessarily, not everyone. I'm not going to put this on.
It's not everybody, but
or whatever his real name is. I'm not going to put this on low key, but he might have a persona out there where he's acting single or presenting himself as single.
Listen, you're right, BB, because the disrespect. I don't know that I would ever want a man to get rid of a friendship that he has had for his whole life or whatever. But Ma's like, I don't care if he shared the womb with this kid. I don't know that I would want that, but I would definitely want to understand why they were both comfortable without a discussion. I'm not even big on an apology. Don't apologize to me, because a lot of people be like, I'm sorry, and they do the shit all over again. Don't apologize to me. If you could say, hey, this happened between us. I hated that it happened between us. But I tell you what, let's make sure it never happened again. I'm going to do my part to make sure it never happened again.
Right.
Because I should have never spoken to you like that, and I never will again. Give me the action. Don't give me the verbiage. But again, sometimes women, not just women, everybody be on this BS. A lot of people want to hear I'm sorry or I apologize. And all I have for people is, let me tell you this. This happened between us. I'm not sorry it happened. I learned something here. I learned how to engage with you. And I can promise you it won't happen again. Because I have learned that it disrespects you.
What do you say to the Haitian Express? What do you say to that? Because she has a valid point.
It's never acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
It's never acceptable.
And I don't understand. And I guess that's the thing. Like, I guess we would have to see the friend or hear more, because I'm like, what did that friend say to Low Key? Or I got to find out. I got to remember what his real name is, because I'm tired of calling him Low Key. But what did he say to him where it's like, okay, now we good? You know what I'm saying?
It's not Low Key. It's Loki. And Loki is a Marvel villain. That's what makes it so horrible.
He got me so confused. I was like, what is he talking about?
He's a Marvel nice guy villain. Like, sometimes you're rooting for Loki, and sometimes you're like, come on, Loki, you don't have to do that. Right? It's never acceptable for anyone to threaten anyone else. What we are saying is,
okay,
for them to still be in relationship, for her to still be in relationship with her man, who is still in relationship with his friend, somebody don't respect somebody, and she's the one who's at the butt end of the disrespect. She's being disrespected left, right, front, center. And I would want to, and people don't just tell you they will spit out your face. So I want to know what occurred to have this discussion where somebody was getting the fire. I'll slap you back into how I end up in next week. How you slapping me?
Right, exactly.
But then Bibi, the reason why she's still there is because she hasn't received the apology yet. That's why she's still in that position. And that's why
in the relationship. Bibi want to know, why is she still in the relationship?
Oh.
And we don't have these answers.
I feel like the money is good.
This is where I'm saying Dr. Stacy gonna have to show us if that is, doc, or if that's doctor, because these are real issues and I need to understand.
Okay, well, we already know that it's actually doc, but I feel like docs can get it done. So let's see if docs can bring it in like the doctor brought it. So come on, I'm still rooting for you, Dr. Stacy. I root for honorary degrees, even though my degrees are actual, but I do still root for the honoraries, because, you know what I'm saying, we all, we got to make our experience work. I told you,
one of my homegirls is a therapist, that's what she do all day. And she's on the path to, she's also been in entertainment. So she's on the path to having a show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I mentioned this to her, she was like, oh, I know her. But when I knew her, she didn't, maybe she went back to school. I was like, maybe.
No, because I think someone Googled it or last week or whatever and found out that either she has an honorary degree or she ain't got no degree, but she don't got a real, like, she went to school and studied degree.
She's like Dr. Angela White, Dr. Angela White, the theology, the pastor, Dr.
Exactly, which is totally fine. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, her grandma was divorced. She has a heritage of divorces. So she feels like she knows. And I'm not going to knock that until the end of the season. We'll see how it brings. So far, I actually am liking what she says to people. She seems to be a little bit, she's a little bit more, I don't know if I want to say grimy, but she's in the thick of it. So I'm liking her. So I'm not knocking her, but let's just keep it 100, which I said from the very first moment when she led with the divorces, I knew she didn't have no real degree. And I said it, and it's just the truth, but it's nothing wrong with that. So I when you don't have degrees, you lead with your experience. That's what everyone does, and that's what everyone should do.
That's true. But when I'm on the dating apps, and when guys when they ask you if you went to school, what school, and the dudes say that they went to the school of hard knocks, that'd be a left swipe for me.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Oh, you went to school hard knocks? Oh.
Hard knocks, also known as prison. So yes, I'm swiping. Interesting. Haitian Empress. Okay, Loki is actually a Norse deity and is substantially studied subject in sociology as it speaks to a certain personality type. I am very curious. Yes,
all of that, but I'm sure that he is citing. I'm sure he do not look to be the type that's citing any psychology. Who's toxic, Alex? Who's toxic? I know
pretty much every couple on this episode.
And they dates.
And the dates. I agree.
I can't.
I agree. And then I'm trying to think, okay, did anything happen interesting with Joya? Nothing I can think of.
Well, when he brought back the X Factor.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this is my question, ladies. Here's my question to you. Between Catherine and the flowers and Joshua and the candle, like, I get it that you make stuff on your dates. Why do we have to keep it in our house? I'm not a fan of that.
We ain't finna burn this candle in our house. I don't know what intention she put in this candle, but I know she named it Experience with Finex. And we ain't finna burn that. By the time you see how the dude last season do it, when the guy came and he threw the flowers across the room and he was like, no soup for you.
I know exactly. And and he was wrong to say go take a shower, but I see where you coming from.
I would have put that candle nicely in the garbage. We not burning this, boo.
Just like the dude from last time, the way he threw the
yeah. The new couple is bad. It's bad.
Experience. And then you're gonna name it Experience. We don't need that energy over here.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm wondering if the people are bringing this stuff back from the dates to kind of be a little dig to their partner. Because I'm like, okay, you could just put that in a drawer or something. Like, why do you have to?
Not in this house.
Yeah, exactly.
By the time my house be sanctified and smudged with the sage, and by the time I get my Palo Santo going, we ain't even got no room for any of these scents. Get this out to my house.
Thank you.
Why are you bringing this in my house?
Thank you. The Experience candle.
Experience.
You ain't sending no root work up in my house to ruin my relationship. Get it out with sex on the beach.
She actually seemed very thirsty, very, very thirsty. Like, you're a boss lady.
I bet you know what would have quenched her thirst?
Yeah.
If she had to drink the wax from that candle, get this out of my house.
Girl. She was presenting her career at the exact time he was walking in, done.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's true. That's true. I was like, poor Joya. She's doing the best she can.
Girl.
But I feel like they showed us some still to come in the season of Joya on them dates carrying on now.
Yeah.
Listen. So what you guys think?
Oh yeah, I agree, BB. Yeah.
I can't with Joya. She gives me Charlie vibes.
Yeah, I agree. Like, she gives me Charlie vibes too.
Tell me how the date went. Okay. She's giving me Jeffrey. She's not giving me Charlie. She's giving me Jeffrey from Ready to Love. Like,
girl,
be yourself.
Fake.
Ready to Love is about to get good. You listen, y'all suffered through that whole season because it was a horrible season. But that reunion looked like it gonna be good.
Girl.
Yes.
I really want the three of us. I want the three of us to come over here at the reunion and speak on it.
Sure. I have no
I really want the
problem.
three of us. I feel like the three of us have kind of some energy that I love. I would love for us
Listen,
to come over here and speak on
my girl Jeffrey was
everything.
like, he was looking for a reason to run
But that
away.
changes.
I
At the
can't
reunion,
wait
that
to hear
voice
Jeffrey's
changes.
real voice. I'm dying every
Changes.
time. I was like, I want to hear her actual voice and her speak like in her real tone.
And why don't
I'm
you
so
wear that
excited.
damn wig from the confessional?
Ugh.
Listen, we gonna have a good time because I'm gonna laugh my ass off. This is the
And-
part I like.
I know, me too. And I was like, oh, it's so cute. Jeffrey and Morgan went wig shopping, and now they have matching bobs, one in white and one in black. Adorable, adorable ladies. You're certainly grown. Sure you are.
So, and then I want to know because Jeffrey was like, well, you know, if I'm so horrible, why do all of the men want to be with me?
I know. I can't wait to see her go off script because I feel like everything she said this whole season, she sat down and wrote several times. I'm so beautiful. Everybody wants me. I'm
Yes.
what every man wants. I'm the man's dream. Oh my
Honey,
goodness.
Yeah,
I know I
girl.
have 3 kids, but I'm so feminine. Now I'm going to wear clothes
No,
with my
but wait a
collars
minute.
up to here and leggings in the swimming pool. I'm all of this. I'm all of
Okay,
this.
but wait a minute. With your man, how the first thing your man Andre was saying was like, you know what really got me? She couldn't bring none of the baby fathers down to the fam.
Okay, Andre, here's a heads up. That happened 5
Andre.
episodes ago and you still chose her. So what is wrong with
Yeah,
you, boo?
thank you.
Okay.
He was like, that's the thing for me because she couldn't bring none of them
And
baby
that's
fathers
when-
down to the road.
And that's when the real voice of Jeffrey came along.
What?
My children. My children. Oh, she changed.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am going to be here for it because I'm like, Andre, clearly you just wanted to make it to the end because even your friend told you Jeffrey wasn't nothing but a huge football flag and you with it. So
Okay,
it's on
but
you.
wait a
boo.
minute. If he was waiting to the end, that's the outfit he chose.
Okay, first of all, anybody who walks around with a ponytail and a curly Q clearly has sort of fashion issues to begin with because I was like, I could do a curly Q or I could do a ponytail, but I can't do both. I can't, and I don't know how your barber allowed you to do both.
Empress,
Your barber needs to be shot
in.
in the face.
Empress, why you treat her that way?
Yes.
You know what, Empress? I want you to answer this because we're gonna go back. What's the girl named Sheila? Sheila is a Haitian woman. What Haitian woman you know is telling the man, "Oh, as long as you're not sleeping, you know, if y'all wasn't doing anything, yeah, you could sleep over at your co-parent house." Because the redhead is a Haitian.
Right, exactly. And I was like the same way.
I was
she
like,
had-
that is culturally inaccurate. Okay.
Exactly. And that tried to be funny, but she got dolls of you and your girlfriend. So you better not stay over
Listen.
there because who
You're
knows
not
what's
lying.
going to happen.
No, you're not lying about that, Jeffrey.
Okay, not
thing.
lying. And I'm not going to say, but someone else that I follow on YouTube who I love, I'm not going to say her name, but she has wondered if Jeffrey has been, has gone through the surgery, and and maybe she was a Ving back in the day. We don't know. Okay, we don't know with Jeffrey.
Oh,
I will
poor
say,
Jeffrey.
No,
but you're not lying. You're not lying, Empress. You're not lying. I mean, I'm not sure. Jeffrey
know.
does sound like she could be.
I have
you
my
know.
sources. My sources have told me that she wants to be an actress, and so or voiceover situation kinda. So we don't know why she's having all these fake voices.
I've got voices too. And you know what? I used to be full of crap like Jeffrey back in the day. I remember one time, because when you go up in the people corporate office and you have your bun, I used to be like, good morning. Good morning. But when folk would come in my office and they'd be talking to me, they'd be like, yo, fam, how you doing? Woo, woo, woo. So one day my boy closed my office and he was like, how come they don't see it? I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, you're so full of shit. How come they don't hear when you be doing this? I don't know what you're talking about. Please get the fuck out of my office. Because I'm not doing this with you. But you know what? I decided to not have all these voices and all of this stuff going on because it starts making you feel psychotic. I'm just showing up
Yes.
authentically me.
Okay, but I think it's different when Black people, as a Black person, everyone does have like my corporate voice
Hmm.
and my at-home voice or whatever.
Right.
And not even,
Right.
I mean,
I agree.
and I don't know, I have a handful of white friends, so I don't know, maybe they talk different when they get at home too. But or at least we know the racist ones do. So I think everyone has, this is how you engage when you're at the office space. Like the things I would say in court, I might not say to my friends. That is true. However, I would like to, for me personally, be able to use my real inside friend voice with the man I'm trying to be with, the man I'm
Right.
quote unquote am ready to
Exactly.
love. So that's why I'm like, okay, Jeffrey,
Yo, wait a
you don't
minute.
need to
Time
hear your
out.
real person.
If she said biblical husband one more damn time, how you getting biblical husband off of a game show?
Maybe he's her biblical husband because they got together in a biblical way. That's the only thing I could think
What
of,
biblical way?
because I was like, did you give it up to him biblically? Is that what you're saying? Because I do not understand what you're saying right now.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Yeah, they could all sleep over here. Empress, I am West Indian too. Bring your children. Or you must work. Bring all the children. We got children here anyway. We already got children here. We're gonna let them go and play, and then they can sleep. And when she get off of work, she could come and pick them up. And when she picked them up, you and I could go and do what we doing, but you ain't sleeping over there. Mm-mm.
I know, exactly.
Mimi says that I have one of those voices too. We know that, Mimi, especially when your husband is around. We know that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I cannot.
Wait, is this the same source who said Morgan works at a value store?
Yeah. That's what my sources told me. My sources told me that she was about it. But then
Well, Morgan, if you do work at a value store,
It's
I
not.
will show you grace, and I'll say, even though you're a very toxic person, you're coming up in the world. That's all I can say.
You know, the funny thing to me, I think I was talking to y'all. Maybe I wasn't. I said, Morgan's a beautiful girl, but she is so insecure. And that thing turned out to be so true. How you let, and another thing, as a New Yorker, I'm taught what that man meant when he was like, yo, I don't like New Yorkers like that. It's aggressive. Well, her brother was like, I don't really be liking New Yorkers like
That's
that.
what I said when I was talking to Maud. I was like, Maud, what does this have to do with New York? I don't understand. Like, I mean,
don't ask me.
I'm like, I've dated some real cool, great New York people, and I mean, I've met some New York people that were like a little cray too. But it don't have anything to do with New York itself.
That said, I did recognize Tony B on some New York BS. Like he definitely hits all of that toxicity.
Yeah. So yes, Maud, I'm definitely down to do the reunion because I can't wait to see.
Come back here and yes, we're gonna
I
talk.
can't wait to see how crazy they are.
Right, we're gonna talk about it. Oh hi, my African friends. Here you.
Hey.
By. Mimi, we know that you have come to this live and you have had some different voices, especially your husband is around. Don't do that. We know that. Okay. Okay.
I cannot.
But then I watched when Morgan was talking about the arrest that happened in Thailand. She mentioned that she was in the army.
Who, Morgan?
Did she say that? Yeah.
She got arrested in Thailand?
Yes, because she was driving, I don't know, in the wrong side of the road or something like this.
Wait, I didn't see that either. I'm like, oh, she got arrested?
Yeah, when they were playing that game of truth and dare or something, when you say three things, one of it is fake and the two of them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. What were her three things? I forgot. That's true.
Her three things was like, I have been arrested outside of the country or whatever it is. And the true thing was, yes, she was arrested in Thailand.
Ah, okay.
She got lucky. Look, let me tell you, I'm not going to nobody. I didn't get arrested in New York, and I'm not getting arrested in anybody's state, and I'm definitely not getting arrested in anybody's country because they're not going to use me to cripple the United States. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay, there she says that Morgan is insecure because with her type of beauty, she's a beautiful woman for sure. She could
Gorgeous.
have access to a certain crop of men, but she seems to be going low when selecting a mate. I agree with you 100%.
And not only that, like, could you imagine? Like, I often
She's
tell people I
insecure,
don't
Ellie.
know if I've ever been in love because sometimes people tell me stories of what they did to the man when the man was cheating. I'd be like, I would never do that. No.
I mean, Morgan gives off that energy as if she was either, and I don't know if she's talked about it, or I don't remember if she talked about it, either she was really hurt early on in her dating, or she had some sort of issue with her dad, because the fact that she seems to engage and be sort of turned on by things that are clearly toxic, and she's not like 21, like she's getting older. So it's like, okay, the fact that you haven't kind of grown out of this means that's probably pretty deeply rooted. And I don't know if it's from her parents or maybe the first person she was really in love with or something, but it's some kind of way where she's actually turned on and excited by some of this kind of toxic pettiness that she and Tony have.
I also believe that there was a level of pettiness. I think she knew from the moment he told her about Natasha. I think she knew, oh yeah.
I think she was okay with Natasha, but I think, like she said, when Lyndon said, "Oh, he said I could have you,"
no, I feel
that's what she was done.
My understanding is he didn't tell her about Natasha until around like later. I think.
Okay.
I think there came a point where she knew that she was like, yeah, I'm gonna embarrass the hell out of you on TV. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you gonna bring me Rosie. He probably was like, what color dress you wearing? I'm wearing red.
That's what I said, because I was like, clearly they coordinated outfits. So she told him what she was wearing, but she forgot to say, I'm not gonna choose you, boo. That's what she forgot to say.
But then, Erica, if you're not gonna choose him, why are you catching feelings at the reunion? Why have you been looking for him for 6 weeks? You told him he was not ready to love. So why are you catching feelings at the reunion?
What? And you know what I would say, Maude? I would say go back to the first or early on when they were on that boat and she said that other guy was the sexiest guy. She does stuff because she's doing it for payback, not because she's really done with the person. So she did that. I don't know why she's so mad about Natasha, but she does a lot of stuff for payback and not because she's really ready to move on to somebody else.
She was like, oh, you gonna come on TV and tell Lyndon that he could have me? I got you, dog. You gonna pick me and I'm gonna pick me too.
Like, right, exactly.
I know what's gonna happen. Exactly. I know what's gonna happen. Especially if she planned to do the nair in that man's head, she probably sat down there. She was like, I'm gonna make him choose me and I'm gonna make him believe that I'm so into him and I'm embarrassed that ass. You know what? There have been many things that gave me pause. I choose me. Yo, Tony.
I will say I have never been Team Morgan, but she did it. She did the damn thing, and Tony deserved it. So I'm not gonna hate you for that particular one, Morgan. But I do feel like she did it out of payback and not genuinely to choose herself and move for something better.
Yeah, but you know, right?
Better, as you can see at the reunion.
I mean, I also think that goes back to what Erica was saying about she either got hurt or she has daddy issues. I'm gonna think more that it's daddy issues.
I think it's more that it's daddy's issues too. I don't want to put that on anyone.
She want to play. Yeah. She want to play that game. She wants the low so they can have the high and then back to the low.
And she gives off that energy of someone who will do anything to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why would you, like, even with the Nair thing, why would you not only do that, but you want the world to know that you did that? Because she's got to have another ex in this world that you didn't put Nair in their head to come on the show.
You want to know what I really think is bad? I don't believe that man had a little bit of hair. I believe the man was a dreadlock when she did that to him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
because a man with a Caesar will go get a buzz cut. It'll be like, oh, that was funny. He'll cut his hair and he'll be
Yeah.
right back to it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But a man who's been growing his hair, you can only hurt a man with hair if the man got hair.
Exactly.
All right.
I can believe that too, but I believe that her agency is directly tied to her ability to manipulate via withholding of her body, which is
Although I don't think she's not giving me energy like she withheld her body from Tony, which is why I think she's so mad. I think he definitely hit it the same way he hit it with Natasha. He been smashing Morgan this whole time. This is why she been
I can't believe the audacity of these people to come down here and play in our face for 8 and 9 weeks and really be dating. Like when Walter was like, he still had maintenance. He had a chick for maintenance.
I got work to do.
So wait, you up in here dating the people. You don't think that energy is going to show up? Like when you're trying to date me, you're dating multiple people on the show, and then when you go home at night and you working, because remember in that season with Walter, it's like when the world was just starting to open up and we was back to working hard on our computers. And on top of that, you was the maintenance man too. And then you wait. He was like, "Of course I had maintenance. What man? I was gonna go for 6 weeks without sex. Me? Nah, I wasn't gonna go for no 6 weeks without no sex."
Haitian Empress. I actually do not think she gave her body to Tony during the season for some reason.
Oh yeah, you better believe it.
That's fair, but I think he smashed because I feel like for a long time she's been giving such controlling energy over Tony, kind of like, and you know the process or whatever, and you're also dating someone else. I don't think she ever remotely like even thought about okay, Mimi, ain't nothing wrong with people. Senior citizens need love too, so stop hating on Walter. Just because he's old and probably 60 does not mean he should not still be getting his maintenance. I'm just going to let you know right now.
You know, that's commendable because a lot of these people drinking the Hennessy from 20, they just drinking bottles of Hennessy and smoking all the THC. So, you know, a lot of these dudes have erectile dysfunction.
That's true.
So if he had maintenance to maintain, God bless him.
Yes, the Walter who's also now living with the Sabrina.
Oh, they live together now?
Living with the other Sabrina.
They're still together. Yeah, they're still together.
No, but they live together?
Yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Not home base.
Exactly, Mimi. I love our seniors. Seniors need love too.
I'm about to graduate. I'm a senior my damn self. I've been down to the school.
Yeah, I'm like, he's my age mate. Don't do that to us.
I've been down to the school. I've been in this school for quite some time. I'm super senior.
Oh gosh, again, as long as you, as we said earlier, Mimi, as long as you drink water, eat right,
and mind your business.
Still get it.
That's right.
But yes, I can't wait to do the reunion because although Maude, you said you liked that final episode, I was kind of like not feeling it. But I do feel like this reunion is gonna bring the fire, so that'll be nice.
So for me, with the episode, it felt, mind you, I hated the season. I've hated all of the seasons since Stacey's season, and maybe the season after that they were a little bit entertaining. Everybody after that, I was like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? However, this episode felt like meet my cousin, and now we down to the choosing. It felt like they did a lot of choosing. I was like, this feels rushed, but I'm glad we're at the end. But this feels rushed. What about Mark Anthony and old girl Mercedes? Mercedes.
There's nothing. I wasn't expecting anything from that, situation.
I did like her friend though. Her friend was like, check this out. He cute or whatever. But what's there?
She was too harsh. She was too harsh.
I like exactly how hard. If you gonna be my friend, be harsh like that with me. Be like, yo, what are you doing? What do you do? What are you?
It's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question. Answer the question. I'm like
Oh, so you
grade.
stubborn? This is a yes or no question.
Yes.
He was like, nah, because it's yes or it's no. He's from New York too. I ain't see. He didn't.
He was not offended. Actually, he wasn't offended. He was like, okay, can I answer the question? Can I? He wasn't offended. He wasn't offended at all. But at the reunion, I see them sitting very intimately together. So I feel like they're still seeing each other at the reunion. I don't know what has happened now.
Yeah, and I would say they're probably still like maybe they're now that they're not on the show, they're probably still hooking up. But like I think neither one of them really was quote unquote ready to love in terms of, I think they wanted like, okay, to me, they're like, okay, I want a boyfriend. Okay, I want a girlfriend. But they weren't really trying to, move to anything. They both seemed fearful of anything really deep. So I think they were a good pair and match up, at least in that way. But maybe because they're both they just give really young vibes. Like we're young, we're still out here trying to kick it. And
we look good. We in Miami.
Yeah.
We be in and out. We be on the planes. Oh, I did love Cynthia.
Was best, I mean,
I loved Cynthia.
I love
Cynthia, but I just feel bad because I think she really wanted Andre, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but she wanted her some Andre.
What? Maybe she was like, yo, if I could get him and braid his hair, he might be okay. Because he's not an ugly dude. He just does ugly things to himself.
She said Jeffrey the succubus. Oh, bring it, Haitian princess. With the mythology references. I love it. Yes.
The Jeffrey
Haitian empress, excuse me.
Okay. Yeah. Did you call him the airplane guy?
Okay, and as we discussed last week, he's actually a lab tech that takes pilot lessons, which is not quite the same, but yes.
But then I watched an interview that Mercedes did, and Mercedes said that she wanted to be a pilot.
Oh, okay.
We know
okay.
She's an air, but now she wants to be a pilot. So who knows what they're doing?
Yeah.
So wait, you mean he went down to the Groupon, got the little tickets, and went and took some flight lessons, and now he gonna tell us he's a pilot, but he really went down to the lab?
Okay, so he's a lab tech, but he was taking pilot. He's taking flying lessons. So but he's not actually. My understanding from what we discussed last week, he's not actually paid to fly. But then again, very much the same way Dr. Stacy isn't really a doctor. Like these things happen, and we will flow with you all on this. So it's okay, Mark Anthony.
So I work in tech. You know how many of them engineers be like, I fly the plane and I jump out the plane. But they still come to work and be like, I'm an engineer. They don't come.
Exactly. Very much so.
I cannot with you guys. I cannot.
I can't. I thought this man was a pilot. Or pilot adjacent, at least working down to the airport.
I mean, okay, see, here's the thing. Some people take flying lessons, but they don't get paid to fly. You know what I'm saying? like you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Like it's not a job, but yes.
But then you get the license after flying for so many hours, right?
Right.
But
you get the license, and then eventually maybe Southwest can hire you, but he's not at that point yet, which is fine.
But I feel like he was like, somewhere. You heard that there's like going to be an air traffic controller shortage this year, and that the summer travel might be a little sketch.
Oh, wow!
Go down to the people place and go try to be air traffic.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend who did air traffic control. She was many six figures, many different homes. So that's a good job. So
Mark Anthony needs to know so he could get closer to the plane.
Exactly. Especially if he's trying to live in New York.
Not Spirit Airlines would take him.
Yeah, Spirit and Frontier, they would take him. I mean, he might have to have a few more lessons, but they would take him. You're right.
You know, Ellen is Haitian too, so you can.
I'm not able.
Mark Anthony has no worries about the money. We don't know that. I don't know about that.
We don't know his business yet because of was other people's business being exposed.
Exactly. Hopefully, we'll find out some more Mark Anthony news at the reunion. I hope. He is a cutie, though. I mean, he has good looks. I mean,
He's
shoot.
very handsome.
You know, I mean, if he was drawing my blood, I'd be down with it. So it's okay.
Take me blood.
Exactly. Wait, be like, oh, there's no vein. Try this arm. I'd be right with it. I'd be like, woo, yes.
I was like, okay, maybe you cannot find the veins over here. It's okay. Try over here.
Right, exactly. Keep looking.
All
keep
the blood near my heart.
Plenty veins.
It's just some veins. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys, this was fun. We were not supposed to be talking about Ready to Love.
I
but
know.
maybe
We did this last week too. We went right back to Ready to Love. So funny. Oh my gosh. But at least we're on the same network. It's all owned to us over here. So it's
I
fine.
mean, the people ain't really get to their tea yet. You know, we still playing. That's another thing. With to put a ring on it, folks, we still kind of playing. We still in the shallow end of the pool. We ain't get deep yet with them.
Oh yeah. We didn't get to that date where like you
Right.
go out with a new person and your person is with his date on at the same restaurant. That's always always a fun episode.
But Loki going to send shots to send my girl and her date some shots.
Exactly. We all gonna drink together. We all gonna toast.
That's gonna be something. That's gonna be, especially between actually even Catherine. Catherine will be catching feelings because I don't know why they think it's a game. The two of them, between Ricky and Catherine, they think it's a game. Like it's you do whatever you're doing, it's a game. I'm like,
because they ain't got no real rent to pay. They would only paying 1/8 of the bills, so they're not taking this opportunity serious to launch their career. Now Chance and Dunbar, they was like, we gonna take this serious.
Chance and Dunbar, like, you're not gonna have us on national TV looking like we both crazy.
Yeah, Dunbar
we're gonna step aside. We're gonna step aside right now because we're looking really crazy.
No. Dunbar was like, yo, I have a few auditions. The people want to see if I could cry on demand. Let's go down to the people play. Dr. Stacy. Yo, your man was like, and I was scared. You get that?
Wait. And then the next episode, but now it's gone.
I feel great.
Now I'm fine. I'm fine.
I feel great. Thanks, Dr. Stacy, for hearing me out. Because I feel great.
Yes, Ellen. Mark Anthony can hit all my veins. All the veins, Mark Anthony. They all belong to you. And it's fine.
And you don't even have to speak that much, sir. You're not here for.
And actually, you talk a lot of bullshit, so I prefer if you don't speak. But all of the veins do belong to you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, don't waste time on the arms. Those veins mean nothing. Go to the other places.
Yeah, there's richer blood.
Oh my gosh. I know that's right. That is so true. So true.
But not for nothing. I think he was amongst the most, like, because there haven't been really attractive men. Like, he's stunning. There haven't been that.
Plus, also, even some of the people who are attractive, like Mark Anthony had the good attractiveness plus that height. So that, because he, you know what I'm saying? Because that time that Jeffrey jumped on him and stuff, I was like, go ahead, Mark Anthony, go ahead. When she was riding the bull and all that, I was like, go ahead.
Also very cute. London was very cute too.
Who?
I liked London's flavor. Sometimes his hair went off, but sometimes he brought it back. But I liked London's flavor as well.
As West Indian as I am, I do not like no one. As soon as the man come up and he West Indian, I'll be like, no, I'm good. I'm good now, sir. No, thank you.
Same here. Like, well, I take that back. I mean, I'm Caribbean and I like it, except for the guy who brought his booty call to the date as his ex. That
Yeah,
guy, I was
yeah,
like,
he was
okay, yeah, that's
he was
too
a little
West
bit too
Indian.
much.
Who's that?
Like,
Um,
I forget his name. That's another thing. We be forgetting these people's names. That's why when Joy and Clifton
right,
was
I was about to
acting
say,
like
that's when you
niggas-
know it's a game show because we don't remember your
LJ,
names. I'm sorry, people.
LJ. Was his name
Yes,
LJ?
LJ. Yeah, because
No.
I forget which island he was from. But when he brought the girl that he just smashed 2 weeks ago as his ex, I was like,
I was
okay,
like, he must
sweetie.
be Jamaican.
Exactly. I was like, okay.
Or, you know what? He's from Trinidad.
But LJ did not stop smashing just the eggs. I'm told LJ was smashing people from the last season. I have.
Oh yeah, because even
talk
at the
about it?
reunion, everybody was like, okay, we know what LJ is here for, and we're still spending time with him. So I was
Because LJ has been honest. But you see, that's why I leave West Indian men alone. Because West Indian be like, look, I'm gonna take care of you. You are
Yes.
my priority.
yes,
But I have other priorities.
and I have a size 11 shoe. So okay.
And everybody gonna get take care of. I'm not gonna short you. You in my heart, but I have a big heart. And my feet big too.
Exactly.
That's so crazy.
Exactly. So Goody, where are you from, or where's your family from, I should say?
I's a Beijing.
Oh, nice. My dad and my family is from Antigua.
Antigua. I's
Yes,
a bitch.
yes.
Like I was the first, like I was conceived in Barbados
Oh, nice.
and born here so that my mom could get she passage. Like,
Nice.
yeah, sure. Was it nice? If it was a little bit late, I would be Elian Gonzalez. They were like, "You got to go." But it was the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
And as my mom likes to say about some of my other relatives, you were like the original DACA baby.
Yeah, I anchor we to the States.
Yes.
But I was not allowed to go outside. I could go to school and come home because America's not safe. You could play outside if we were in Barbados. We're not in Barbados. Come inside. I buy a house with a yard. So my mom has 6 kids. I have 6 children. Play outside. Wanna only need one another. Go play in the yard.
Yes.
I do
Goody,
make
I
a
hope
good
you
roti.
make a good roti. Sick of this
Roti.
dry
I
roti
make a good
over here.
roti.
Yeah.
But nobody could make a roti for me like my mom.
Oh, nice.
And she gone, so I haven't had good roti in quite some time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But yeah, I'm not able. Me, a West
Yeah,
Indian man, my
okay.
homeboy, he Trini, he be like, "You's a traitor." I don't care. I like me a nice Yankee man. A nice Yankee man. When I finish cooking, and they be like, "Oh my gosh, you cook." And I'll be like, "Yeah, I cook." Because, I've been cooking from young. I had to stand in a chair to cut chicken. They'd be like, "Oh, you cook for a West Indian man." And they'd be like, I just don't eat off of no plastic plate, What is this? How long you season this meat, girl? I'm not. I like a nice, appreciative
So funny.
Southern American. It's okay. She left her mark. She made sure we could cook and clean
Well, that's good.
and stay in
That
the
is a
house.
blessing.
Yo, with the pandemic, when they was like, all you could do is stay in the house and go to the grocery store, I was like, oh, my childhood. Oh, my childhood.
Let's do this.
This was
That's
fun,
so good.
ladies.
Yeah.
This was fun.
This was fun, you guys. So, yeah, we definitely have to do it for the reunion. And maybe we'll have to start putting Ready to Love in the title, because I feel like this happens every episode. Or maybe put a ring on it. We'll get juicy enough where we can do 2 separate
This is so
reviews.
true.
But right
But
now, it's
But
not.
then Ready to Love is gonna be Ready to Love is ending, but we might start doing Grown and Gospel because you guys.
We have to do Grown and Gospel because I
You guys
cannot.
have to do Grown and Gospel.
Yeah, I be on Twitter. What's
Okay, I'm going to
Thursday.
get caught up. What night does that come on? What night does it
Thursday.
come on? Thursday? Okay. Okay, I'll get caught
This
up because I had
girl,
meant to do
Tasha,
it and I keep forgetting. So I
Erica,
will
listen
do
to
it and
me.
get caught up.
Huh?
Erica, there's a girl called Tasha. She is married to a man. They have no children together. She invites the man to her house. She is all sexy. She has a chef. She has a violinist playing. She said she tells the man, "Come and put all this oil on my
No, she
body.
told him anoint me with oil from
Anoint
my
me with
head
this."
to my toe. He was like,
He
"Nah,
does
ma."
not
I'm
move.
good.
He does not move from the seat. Guess what happens? When the cameras go down, he goes to his hotel and calls her, and she runs for
Let me tell you.
this.
I think there's a couple of things going on because sometimes down to the church, some of the men can't really be their free self. I believe that this is a man who might have same-sex desires.
All right. I'm gonna get into it, ladies. So don't
Get
tell me
into
anything
it because
else.
I was like,
There's so much
No
going
more, no
on.
more, no more.
There
I will
is so
definitely
much
check it
going on
out and I
among
will
all
catch
of them.
up so we can start next week for sure.
There
let's
is
do
so
it.
much going on. All of them have issues. All of them have issues. They were born and raised in church. One became pregnant at 17, and this one
Yeah,
became a stripper. Nobody knew about it.
I was raised I was born into the Pentecostal Kojic Church, okay? So yeah, I get it. But at 13 I was like, it has to be more to this. I have questions. And my mom was like, if you have questions, I was like, I think I'm converting to Islam. My mom was like, all right, go off, kid. But ultimately Jesus was the way for me, but I had to do some searching. But
Yeah.
I couldn't. The Kojic Church, they're too. I believe in a church that gives you that teaches you to have your relationship with God. I don't believe in a middleman. I think the church should be for community, but you should be taught the Bible from a true place of theology instead of because the Bible said, because the Bible said, because the Bible said. Well, why did the Bible say that?
Right. No, that's true. That's true. All right, ladies. So I will check it out because I don't want you guys to give me any more
Yes.
spoilers, but I will check it out. And this week, so let's discuss in the chat what night we
discuss
want to
in the
do
chat,
it,
yeah.
and then we can make it happen. But
We're
yeah, I'm
gonna make
excited
it
because
happen.
I saw the trailer. I had been meaning to watch the show, so I will definitely get
Yeah,
caught
I
up.
be tweeting. I be like Carlos be retweeting and laughing. Like we be having a ball
You
on.
guys have to watch it. It's fun. It's very
It's
fun.
hilarious.
Now that
Okay,
now that
folks,
24
follow
Hours-
me. I'm on my channel. I got some videos and stuff. Follow me, Goody Gabor Gabs. Follow the kid. I'm around here doing videos and stuff. So follow the kid. Out here.
Erica, tell the people.
Yes. So, this year started off a little wacky for me, or a little challenging, but I am back in the groove. I'm back posting. I'm back getting it together. And I'm doing, of course, my true love after lockup, but I will be posting for the Seeking Brother Husband. That's the next one I'm going to get caught up on because I'm so excited to see sister wives, sister women, Black women getting more than one man. So I will be there for that. And, and a few other little surprises. So come check me out as well. Exactly, Erica, on all the platforms. So come holla at your girl.
All right.
Yes, it's the winning season. We shall be back over here. Please go ahead, support my girls. We shall be back. And I would love to be invited to Goody Gabal's
Oh,
platform.
for sure.
I would love for you,
We just
Erica,
got to
invite
figure
me.
out.
Oh, yeah. Especially with Atlanta coming back. And then are you guys, Mod, we can discuss if you're watching, what's this other one, Ultimate Girls Trip. I'm halfway watching it, halfway not. But yeah, so we definitely have to do. And then Mod, I found this other show. I don't know if we can watch it, where it's like in South Africa, and one of the women's from Real Housewives of Durban is on it. And it's like some show where like if you have a side kid and you introduce your side kid to your family. Some, I don't know. It sounds really good, but I don't know
We're
how I can
thinking.
find it. So
I
I will
can see that.
I will keep you all posted to see if we can find
Yeah,
it in
send me.
America. But it's another one of these. I was like, whoo, you South
Send that
Africans
to
be
me.
doing the most with your TV. I will say.
Send that
So
to me.
so
Send
yeah,
that
so
to me,
I'll
and
I'll
I-
text it to you. I'll add it to our chat, you guys, because I
Yeah.
follow some of the people on social media, even though she's always speaking Zulu, I think, so I can't always understand when she goes
Mhm.
live on Instagram. But I love her, so I will send you guys. So yeah, so we'll get in touch and we'll make some things happen on our channels, ladies.
All right,
Yay,
y'all.
yay.
Peace.
Bye,
Bye.
Ciao for now, you guys.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. I appreciate each and every of you. I love you guys. Thank you so
Love
much.
Bye.
you. Love
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Oh, this was fun, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Easter. He is risen. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed. Don't forget to support my girls. Erica, exactly Erica, and Goody Gabor, my favorite girls. Please, if you're supporting me, please go ahead and support those girls. They mean the world to me. Happy Easter, everybody. Extend grace. Have a very blessed new week. I appreciate you guys. We shall be back because it is winning season for all of us. I appreciate you all. Good night, everybody. It's your girl, Mother from Mama. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Good night.